on St. Patty's Day, given your Irish heritage?
An honor? I don't know about an honor, but yeah, I grew up celebrating St. Patrick's Day. So we're wearing green today to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. So, but yeah, no honor. Just we got a job to do. Let's go out there and do it.
Michael, what makes KCP such a great screen navigator in particular? When you watch him and sort of the energy that he has to expend on tough matchups and chasing guys around, what makes him so good at that technically?
He doesn't get screened. Yeah, he gets skinny, doesn't die on screens, navigates it, limits separation, and just uses all those athletic talents that he has to really mitigate any separation teams are trying to create, whether it's off the ball or on the ball. But he's just tremendous in terms of his discipline and his urgency to eliminate any and all separation that teams are trying to create for Luka, for Kyrie, whoever it may be.
MPJ's been averaging around 20 since the break. He said that he felt like the break was really good for him. Is there anything that you're seeing him do differently in terms of shot selection, or is it as simple as the break really helped him in terms of getting his legs, getting his shot rhythm back?
Yeah, I think it's more that I think it was a needed break for all of our guys, especially the guys that played deep into June last year. But for Michael to get away, get his mind right, get his body right, obviously his body's been through a lot. For him to just come back a little bit more rested. And, if you're going to be a guy that can knock down shots consistently, you got to have your legs. That's where your shot starts. And I think Michael is shooting the ball a lot better, a lot more efficiently, in large part because of that.
What kind of growth have you seen from Julian Strabo this year? And, since I know he started pretty good, what's your evaluation of him?
Yeah, he's a rookie who's playing on a really good basketball team. Had a chance to play probably the first half of the season, and then we moved Jamal to play with that second unit, and that's cut into Julian's opportunity to be a rotation player. It wasn't anything that he was not doing. It was just us playing guys that have been here and helped us win a championship. In the games that Julian has played, he's shown the ability to be a guy that can shoot the three. He can get his own shot. When teams run him off, he's very good getting downhill with his floater, finishing at the rim. And the thing that I probably enjoyed more than anything is when I watched him defensively. He's been very well coached at Gonzaga, and he understands and has tremendous discipline in terms of what our game plan is and where he needs to be and what his responsibilities are. And so I think he's learning a lot this year. But every chance he's been given during the season, I think he's made the most of those. And this whole year as a rookie for him was not a complete waste. He got rotation minutes for a lot of games, and hopefully that will help him into the offseason, into year two.
You see Joker a lot of times on his drives to the basket go from slow to slow, like decelerate to create space. What do you think goes into using that deceleration as a weapon?
Well, I think you're seeing more and more players doing that. I think Luka does a hell of a job of that as well. And sometimes being slow and under control is an advantage. You see so many guys when they come into a draft, their greatest strength as a player is their quickness, and their greatest weakness as a player is their quickness, because they don't have any means of controlling that. But I think Nikola, you can still keep teams off balance when you're not athletic. You can change speeds, and it allows him, as he's driving and making plays, and for him, more importantly, making reads, to read everything that's going on. And that's a lot easier to do that, read the floor, when you're operating at a slower pace than obviously quick thrust to the basket. You don't really probably have that same opportunity to read everything around you.
You've coached this team against Luka in Dallas since Luka's been in the league. How have you seen him grow through the years?
Well, yeah, obviously he came into the league a very mature young player who had played at a high level in the EuroLeague. And you just see him just, getting better and better. And I think now that he shares a backcourt with Kyrie, the ball is not in his hands all the time like it usually, had been in the past. He's sharing the backcourt with an amazing player in Kyrie Irving. So I think, all right, this is not just about Luka. It's about the Mavs and using every piece around me. And obviously they went out and picked up a Daniel Gafford, they picked up a PJ Washington, and you can see the impact that those guys are having on this team since that trade. But it's the same, his ability to control the game in pick and rolls. He'll be in at least 35 pick and rolls tonight. That's going to be our greatest challenge, Scott, is can we give Luka Doncic the attention he deserves in a pick and roll? Can you account for the dynamic rollers they have in Gafford and Lively off the bench? And then behind that, can you get after their shooters? And they're top 2 and 3 in three-point makes and attempts on the season, and that is where the challenge is within guarding Luka and the Mavs. Is can you take away all those? And I believe on the season to date that we have guarded Luka better than anybody, and it requires a tremendous amount of discipline and just continue multiple effort for 48 minutes.